Good morning, most fabulous of ladies. It's Siobhan again from At One Wellbeing. And we decided this week that we would go back to our theme of connecting and how important connecting is to our good well-being and mental health. So, to be honest, I reflected and have been reflecting on how important connections are to my like feeling of well-being, my feelings of happiness, and that ability just to connect with people and things. In actual fact, because when I reflect on how I felt at the start of this pandemic, I mean, the first video that I did for Nirvana was around connections and how important those connections are and how they are the cornerstone to our good mental health. And in fact, reflecting again on how things changed immediately without having any control over it whatsoever, and how difficult it was for me at the very outset on losing, well, not losing, but not having the same ability to connect with my family, with my friends, with even going out to do bits and pieces of work, and how everything changed so very, very quickly. And then as I began to make my way through my feelings and my emotions about those connections, I realized, you know what, I can still connect in really positive ways. And I remember sitting here in my living room at the very start and hearing the chapel bell ringing over in Clary here and thinking, wow, isn't that amazing? Even the sound of a chapel bell ringing can make me feel connected to my community, even though I couldn't get out or do the things that I normally do. And I reflect as well on, people who are still shielding and how difficult it is to remain connected. But what we want to do this week is really celebrate the really positive and good connections that we have, and maybe reflect back as well on connections that we haven't been able to sustain, and maybe some connections that we had in the past that weren't really doing us that much good at all. So this week what we want you to do is to post videos about how you've been connecting, and I have seen so much positivity on this group, so much positivity, and it's amazing to see how we are maintaining connections, even using Nerman's Fed Up to Fabulous group. And it's just fantastic to see the positivity. So this week we'll talk about positive connections. Even though we can't get out and do the things we once did, like dander into my brother's house and sit down for a cup of coffee, I can still stand outside and chat to the weans, and they're running about the yard. And you know what? That makes me feel absolutely fabulous. So what we want and ask you to do this week is to continue to put up all of the posts about how you're connecting, even connecting through gardening, connecting through cooking, connecting through knitting and sewing, and all of the wonderful things that you're doing. So have a great week. I know the weather's not that good today, but here, listen, we we weren't born in Spain or any of those hot countries, and we're well used to it. And I just want to say have a fabulous week, everybody. All right, bye.